Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at HYMER Centre Travel World in Staffordshire and I'm here to review this. This is brand new for 2026. It's the HYMER B-Class Modern Comfort i680. Now many of you will be familiar with Modern Comfort from HYMER. For 2026 there are going to be two different models, the 600 and the 680, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. It's going to be available on either the integrated or A-Class style or semi-integrated. Let's make a start and find out what we need to know. So the i680, as I say, it is an integrated or A-Class motorhome. It's based on Mercedes. It comes standard with a 2-litre diesel engine and 150 horsepower, although you can spec it in the 170 horsepower. In terms of size, so the 680, it's 7 metres and 39 centimetres in length, it's 2 metres and 29 centimetres in width, and it's 2 metres and 98 centimetres in height. Now the good thing is this motorhome and the 600 is actually available in the 3.5 tonne format or 3,500 kilos. So if you only have your car licence, you can get into one of these motorhomes, but you must be careful with your payload. Optionally, if you've got your C1 category, you can opt for the 3.8 tonne chassis or the 4.5 tonne. So it's completely up to you how high you want to go and how much payload you're going to need. As well as being based on the HYMER, it has the HYMER SLC chassis. That's the super lightweight chassis. And that's how they're able to deliver a motorhome like this in the 3.5 tonne format. Now prices. You always want to know how much it is, don't you? It starts at £127,000. I spec'd one up and mine was £152,000. Here at HYMER Centre, £172,000, but this has got just about every extra on it. Right, let's make a start. So, it is a 4-berth motorhome with 4 travel seats. There is the option to have it as a 5-berth with 5 travel seats. You can see the huge integrated or A-Class windscreen. This one has got all the Mercedes safety features, the Mercedes badge, and then the HYMER badge in the black gloss. For 2026, we have the new HYMER LED lights, and this one has been fitted with the cornering lamps as well. So that is the beautiful big front of the 680. Now paintwork, it actually comes standard in white paint. Here we have the Crytsal Silver paintwork. This is an option at £3,400 and is going to add 30 kilos in weight to your motorhome, but personally I'd be going with silver. Up on the roof you can add solar panels, you can add lithium to complement that, you can add an inverter to complement that as well. Here you can see the wind out 2-lay awning with the LED strip. The graphics or the decals for the 2026 season, and because this is a German manufactured motorhome, the habitation door is here on the off side, and this is also fitted with the electric step. Now under here there is plenty of storage in the 680. You have here a slide out compartment. If I pull that out fully, you can see storage under there. This motorhome does have a double floor as well. And then close that up, there's a toilet cassette point, a gas barbecue point. We've got the black Mercedes alloy wheels. Then there's our electric hookup point and this huge garage. Let's take a look inside at our garage space. So opening this up, it does have the aluminium flooring. This one has the external hot and cold shower. And you can see there the capacity of this garage. It is an incredibly good sized garage. Because this layout is longitudinal beds, it means because the beds are higher, there's plenty of room in that garage space. Right, I shall close that up and we'll head round the rear. Now for 2026, we can see the new Modern Comfort rear end. HYMER embossed up here, the rear view camera fitted, the Mercedes badge, and then the B680. Obviously if you go for the 600, then that will be the 600. And then we see our back end with the silver and the Modern Comfort rear lights. Lovely, lovely back end. Let's come down the near side. So we have a second garage door, so you can access it on either sides. This is our water filling point. So for 2026, HYMER have flush filling points, and we'll see that further down there as well on the diesel. So we've got a flush filler on board, a 180 litre freshwater tank and 150 grey waste tanks, so good sized tanks. And when it comes to dumping, it's an electric dump for the grey waste, so you don't have to get your hands dirty. Now we have further storage here. Just open this one up. Now, because it has got the double floor, the storage actually goes all the way through, and we can access this from inside as well. I'll show you that when we go in, but all the way through there, just stopping at the other side where we've got that tray compartment as well. So great storage underneath. Then we have our vent here for the onboard heating. Now it comes standard with Truma heating. There is an option for Truma diesel heating as well, or this one has the Alder heating. This one's literally got everything on it, including the Arctic pack and a comfort pack. So you can choose the heating depending on which one you prefer. Then we have our gas locker storage. You'll get two 11 kilo gas cylinders in here. Then our diesel filling point, which again has this nice flush finish. And we've got an electric step fitted here into the cab. Now, in Europe, these are left-hand drive. In the UK, right-hand drive. Although you can order a left-hand drive as far as I'm aware if you do a lot of travelling in Europe. So we have got the electric step. I'll just open the cab door so we can have a look in here. When I pull that, the step comes out. We've got a button for the electric windows. Now internally, you can opt for heated seats. This one's got that fitted. There's a number of other functions that you can order as well. Jules is giving you a little sneak peek of the interior, which we'll see very soon when we go in. Right, let's close that up. The step dives back in, and then we'll make our way back round to the front. So that is the exterior of the Modern Comfort i680, 7.39 metres long, available in 3.5 tonne, 3.8 tonne and 4.5 tonne gross vehicle weight. You can also tow 2 tonnes with this vehicle, or 2,000 kilos. You will need a tow bar fitted. Let's venture inside and take a look. So here we are inside the i680. Now, with this being an integrated motorhome, you can see the amazing view out of this huge front windscreen and the side windows. Admittedly, on a day like today, it's not the best view in the world. However, if the sun was out or you looked out on the sea, you can just imagine it. So yeah, beautiful big windscreen. Now these windows, this is a little bit more unusual. Sometimes you usually find you get a blind within the window. Here you actually get the blind concealed here, and they slide along on each side of the motorhome, and then at the front there's one big blind, and you're going to deploy that on a night for privacy, or during the day as well if you need it. So a big blind at the front. Now, as I say, it's based on Mercedes. This one, 170 horsepower automatic transmission. You'll also get the Mercedes Me app, which is an excellent app you download to your phone, and you can control various features of the Mercedes part of the motorhome. There's also a HYMER app that you can download as well, and equally have control of the HYMER part of the motorhome. This is the Mercedes infotainment system. You'll see your rear view camera through here, the satellite navigation. Because this has got the Truma heat exchanger, you've got the button here for that. You've also got a button on the other side over there for the grey waste dump and the heated wing mirrors as well. So various control features here in the cab. You'll also, as an option, be able to add a heated steering wheel and heated seats if you wish. Now, in terms of the captain's chairs, obviously we've swiveled them round at the moment, and this is the Porto fabric. So this is Porto. There's a number of different fabric choices, and if you go on the HYMER website, you'll be able to take a look at those. The 680 is available as a 4 or 5 berth, and equally a 4 or 5 seat motorhome. So 2 extra travel seats are fitted on this one. There is an option to add a 5th as well. Now into our lounge area we go. So on the 680, and same as the 600, you're going to get the L-shape wraparound. I personally like this style of seating area. I feel you can relax more and get your feet up more on the L shape. So this is my personal favourite. What I do like as well on the HYMER is that you get the cushion. So this is a little bit more padded and softer, and I think that'll give you a little bit more comfort when you are using it on an evening to chill out. Now on the walls of the HYMER you can see the grey fabric, as that's finished around various parts of the motorhome. We'll see as we go round. On the near side we've got this big window here which does open and has a blind and a fly screen. So looking into our lounge space, you do have this table, the grey finish, the marble effect. What I like about this is if it's just a couple that are using it, this is a great size. If there's 4 or 5 of you or you've got some guests around, you can pull the table. If I just pull it this way first of all, if you pull it this way, you can extend the table and it will become one much larger table. So that is a nice feature. Then slide it back out of your way. So I do like that you can do that. Up here we have one of the first of our cupboards. You can see the wood finish. Now this is the walnut. On 680 Modern Comfort you've got 2 choices for 2026. Walnut, which is my favourite, and teak, which is a lighter wood colour. Again, you can see that on the website. I love the walnut. I think this is a beautiful finish. If I open this up, it's got a strong hinge and 2 strong clasps, and you can look in and see the shelf has a fabric finish as well, and then there's the main control panel there, and one for the Truma gas. Coming down, there is the USB-C plug socket here and the LED light. You've got a plug socket to use in your lounge area, USB and USB-C here again. So plenty of availability for charging gadgets when you are sat here. Now under this bench seat we do have a storage compartment. I believe these possibly might be optional extras, but do check. I think storage under the seats is really handy and something I personally would choose. And we've got that on this one here. You drop the flap down. The benefit of this is if it is raining like today, you can come in and put your shoes straight under there so they're out of the way, so you're not getting wet shoes and socks and mess all over your floor. Now as we come down on the off side, we've just got the fabric wallboard here with some hooks, and then we find the habitation door that we came in. There is a fly screen for the habitation door, control panel for the HYMER itself, and then you do get a bin. There's actually 2 bins within the motorhome. The first one is there. This one here at Travel World has also been fitted with the media pack, so we've got a good sized television situated here on the off side as we come in. There's a button for the electric step, light switches and another plug socket, and then some shelving as well, so you can put things in there. It's got elasticated straps to hold things back. And then there's a little cupboard here, again for storage as you come in through the door, elasticated straps and a couple of hooks as well. If I close that up, and these cupboards have got this matte black finish as well. Coming down, another little hook here. Now before we get to the Thetford Tower fridge and freezer, we'll dive over to the near side and have a look into our kitchen space. So the kitchen on the near side, we have got, now I really like the black gloss, but I've touched it a couple of times and we're already in the fingerprint zone, so I think you're going to be cleaning this every day. But it is a beautiful black gloss finish. I'll open this up so we can take a look inside. So part of our kitchen cupboard space, we've got the shelving unit here and then an open cupboard here. Again, the carpeted finish, and then I'll close that down, leaving my fingerprints as I go. Then we have our splashback in the grey, 2 plugs here, blind and fly screen on the opening window, and then we see our worktop space, which is finished in the grey. That's the same as our table, the sink cover, and that then reveals this large circular sink with the black matte tap as well. Coming across now, for UK models, generally I think most people are going to spec the Thetford oven and grill. Under here we have 3 gas burners, no electric plate, that's very standard on European motorhomes. Then we have our gas grill, and then under that there is the gas oven. So if you do like to cook in the motorhome, you definitely want to make sure that's down as one of your options. Then storage in the kitchen. So we have our drawer here, and then coming across we have this slide out drawer with a pre-fitted cutlery tray. A little bit different to one I've seen before, but it does say knives, forks and spoons, as you can see there. And then down here we find the second bin. So if I slide this one out, this is another bin here, and then some more drawer space as well. Now here you've got light switches, and this button actually locks and unlocks the drawers and the cupboards. So when you're on your travels, they don't all fly open in the kitchen. You just press and you'll hear this noise. They're all now locked in place and won't open. And then we release them and now they're open again. So a good feature again, nice to have it electrically controlled. So that's the kitchen space to the near side. As we head over to our fridge freezer, we'll go via the roof. So the ceiling, we have this huge sunroof here. This has a blind and a fly screen, and it does open for ventilation. That lever's there. The ceiling is white and it's a solid finish. There's no padding on that ceiling. Coming along, we have our Thetford Tower fridge and freezer. This is 151 litre capacity. So that's your freezer there. Because it is a compressor fridge, it will run off electric only. So when you're off grid, you're going to be relying on your batteries to power that. There's no gas usage. Now, under there, you will also get another drawer, and that actually goes all the way under there. So that's not a bad space at all. Before we head further back, we'll talk about the bedroom space, because this is a 4-berth motorhome. The first of those berths is actually here at the front of the motorhome. Now, above the cab, we have a large drop-down bed. It's manually operated. You pull this down, making sure you've dropped your captain's chairs first of all. In terms of size, this bed is 194 centimetres long and 145 centimetres wide. So that is a good size drop-down bed, and that's up there as 2 berths. Right, let's continue back. So next we're going to find the shower on the near side and the washroom on the off side. There is a really good sized door as well that's going to come across, as you can see here. That's in the grey finish. On the near side, we'll start with our shower first of all. This is nice. So we have our shower screen. You do get the little plastic squeegee that, one, holds these doors together so they don't move when you're in transport, and 2, you can use this to clean your shower screen when you have had a shower and you want to wipe it down. So you can use that in the shower, and when you're finished, just bob it back on there. So the shower itself on the near side, it is a good size. You can see the amount of headroom, and you've got the sunroof, and this does open and does have a blind and a fly screen. There's a rail here for hanging towels. You just pull this down so you can hang your towels to dry when you need to do that. LED light, and then your shower. This is good. I don't see this often. The black mat shower, you can either affix it at the lower level or the higher level, so that's nice. And then the finish, again, we have our grey, as you can see, to match the kitchen area and our table, and the grey side walls as well. The flooring, you will get 2 plug holes in that floor. I'm going to climb out and we'll head into the bedroom, and then we'll do our washroom. But that is our shower. Now, coming back, first of all, because this motorhome has the double floor, there is storage within the floor. And I'll just open this up so you can see here. So down there is a good amount of storage which you can access internally as well to get drinks or things like that that you might be storing that are a heavy weight within the floor. Equally fitted to this one here at Travel World, we have an extractor fan here. Now this is useful for 1, when you're cooking, or 2, showering. As well as sucking air in, you can also take air out, so it does both. So on a warm day you can get a flow of air as well, because this one hasn't got an air conditioning unit fitted, but it does have the in and out extractor. Right, moving along, let's have a look in the bedroom space. Now the 680 as well as the 600 is a longitudinal bed model. There's no island bed option, it's longitudinal beds, but you can make a large double, and I will show you that. So in the rear here are longitudinal beds as you can see them. This bed is 200 centimetres long and it's 84 centimetres wide. This bed is slightly shorter, it's 188 centimetres long and 84 centimetres wide. So if you're both tall people, do consider whether 188 centimetres is going to be long enough for you. Now, you can just use it as you see like this, and you can buy small cot sheets to cover these centerpieces. That's what I always recommend to use for a smaller piece like this. However, if you do want to make it a double bed, you get this part here. Now, what you do with this part is you place it in between the ends of the longitudinal beds, and there is a concealed step as well. You'll pull out your concealed step and then you can use that to get in and out of the bed. So if you do have to get up in the night as well, you are able to safely get out. So that's the bed and the sizes. Now, on the off side, we see that the walnut wood is continuing around our bedroom space, and we have a number of overhead lockers or cupboards. These have also got the fabric lining in them, the grey boarding on the walls and strong clasps. So that's one of them. Then coming round, there is a good size window on the near side and the off side. They do open and you will get a blind and a fly screen. In the back corner, there's a USB and USB-C charging point, and a little LED light, again with a USB-C charging point. And then we continue around, we get our headboard, and that's got nice lighting at the back there as well. And these overhead lockers here, let me just open this one up. So we've got two altogether, but we can see there running the full length and all the way to the back of the motorhome. And in that corner, another USB-C charging point and the LED light. And that continues round on this near side. We have another cupboard and we have a privacy curtain. So instead of having a concertina screen, there is a curtain that you can see here, and that's going to pull around on the ceiling and separate the bedroom from the washroom centre of the motorhome. And then up here above the bed, we've got a really good size sunroof, which does open, and it has a blind and a fly screen as well. Under the beds, there's more storage. There is a light on each. It doesn't light up when you open it. You have to turn it on, which I've already done, but it is illuminated. So that's the storage under the near side bed. And I'll turn that off. And then there is the storage here under the offside bed. Good amount of storage under that one. And again, I've got the light on for us. And then we're going to head into our washroom next. So let's go in there. That is on our offside. Now in here you will find the Thetford swivel toilet. I will come in a minute and show you everything, but the Thetford swivel toilet, you come up, we've got the sink with the nice tap, and then this circular mirror. I quite like this HYMER style circular mirror, nice big round mirror there, and then the walnut cabinet for our toiletries. So let me come in and show you a couple of bits. Now in here, as I mentioned, the big circular mirror with our light, sunroof which does open, and then in here we have storage for our toiletries, and these have the elastic bands. These are quite shallow. I think this is a compromise personally. There's not much room for toiletries in here, so that to me is going to be my compromise on the motorhome. Plug socket, toothbrush holders, no compromise there, and they are solid as well. The splashback, the sink and tap, a towel rail, and then what you do here with your toilet roll is in this cupboard, which actually has some reasonable storage to it, we have a toilet roll holder. You bob it on there and feed it through the letterbox flap, so you have got your toilet roll holder, and then this drops down and gives you a little bit more storage in there. Again, a very small space. Not entirely sure what you'd use that for, to be honest. And then here we've got a mirror with HYMER embossed on it here and two hooks. But yeah, nice mirror, which is good to see in a motorhome because you don't always see longer mirrors. Right, I'll close that up. So back there we've had our two longitudinal beds on the 680. We've got a good size shower on the near side, and we have our separate washroom on the off side. Bit of a compromise for me on the storage in there. Then the kitchen on the near side, again got the nice gloss and the wood, gas oven and grill and hob, good size 151 litre tower fridge and freezer, This one with the media pack fitted, which I like. And then the L shape in the lounge area with the grey and again the wood and our drop down bed. So that is how this one here at Travel World has been spec'd. You can spec your own. Let's just dive outside, take one more look at the exterior and just have a bit of a summary. And there we have it. That is the HYMER B-Class Modern Comfort i680 for 2026. Available in the 600 and the 680 on semi-integrated or integrated, all on Mercedes with that SLC chassis. As I say, prices start from £127,000 for the 680, or here at Owen HYMER Centre, fully spec'd, £172,710. Let me know in the comments what you think. For me, I do like the layout, I like the finish on that walnut. I think I'd want cream leather, and I'm not entirely sure about that flooring if I'm honest, but there's always a compromise. Thank you very much to Owen HYMER Centre Travel World in Staffordshire who've let us come and have a very first look and review of the new i680. It is appreciated. I'll put a link to the HYMER website down here and also to the Owen HYMER Centre Travel World, so you can check out all the HYMERs and all the stock here, because heck, this is like kid in a sweet shop place for me, is this? So as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.